Hey, Team Good Sign. Eric Dennis here. I'm the founder of the Good Sign movement. You might not know who I am because you've met so many people with the Good Sign. Some people mistakenly think that they are actually the founders, and well, I'm here today to straighten all that out and also talk to our friends here at Open to Everything. Eric Johnson. 1 second, I'm going to go ahead and bring him in. All right. Hey, Kara, how you doing? All right, we're getting ready to go live here.
What's up, friend?
Open to every. How are you,
dude?
Eric.
Live and living color.
Eric.
What's happening?
Man,
everything. I had
everything.
My video set up to where this would be in the background, but maybe I should just wear it in my sleep.
Yeah. You got the mirrored. The mirrored issue too. I got to figure out how to fix that. But
I think it's
I just want to give a quick shout.
I think it's in settings.
Okay. I want to do a quick shout out for Team Good Sign and just give them a hearty thank you. I don't do it enough for all the people who have been following us, liking and sharing our videos, and obviously carrying our signs and getting the free signs out on thisisagoodsign.com. You can make it rain good signs. Boom.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, you can make it rain good signs. But yeah, thank you, Eric, for coming up here and for proposing this idea. This is great. I want to start doing more of these. So I got myself a little bit of equipment. I got myself proper lighting apparatus, and
that's all you need.
Yeah. Now I'm not struggling to hold the phone. And
that's interesting, man. I've had this sign probably since 2013, and I don't know if it was you that I met, but I guess it wasn't.
Probably not. And thank you for keeping the sign and carrying it and sharing them, man, and being a part, because that's what it takes. This thing's not going to work without the team, without you, the viewer.
Exactly.
Like I said, getting some of these free good signs. Back in the day, we used to just walk out at festivals and we'd have some of these and pass them out. Here you go. Well, now we're stepping into the 21st century, right? We got thisisagoodsign.com, and you can get these for free. You just have to pay your own shipping. So you can take part. Basically, can't read that, but that's what it says on the back. Basically, you want some more free good signs.
Wait,
boom.
Free good signs? That's what you're doing now?
Dude, I've given out over 6,000 free good signs in 2020 already.
Awesome. That's a good sign.
Yeah. The people just got to pay the shipping. They've been showing up and supporting the cause. So, this is the year when we really need it, and obviously years to come. And we've been doing it for over a decade now. So,
yeah, keep it up, man.
Yeah,
it's been on my desk for seriously 7-8 years, and there's something programmed in my brain. Maybe I'll get to talk to you about it in a second, but
yeah,
that was kind of what I wanted to open it up with. How long have you been doing this, and what was your good sign to start the Good Sign?
Okay. 2010, down in St. Augustine Beach, Florida. I was getting into a practice of meditation and kind of, let's say, becoming more spiritual and things of that nature. And I was getting into this meditation practice. Started seeing a lot of my own signs, and people call them all kinds of things, omens, whatever you want to call it, patterns. Started noticing things in nature that were making me think twice about kind of how I viewed life before. Some rather traumatic events in my life at that time and before that prompted me to start seeking more within and being open to more signs. And so started getting a lot of signs for a couple of years. And then that led up to kind of everything built up to a head. And then I actually came up with the sign idea, me and my brother Jesse, sitting in the cab of my truck down in Florida. What are we going to do today? Pinky?
Yeah.
Well, same thing we do every Friday.
I did a little bit of research, and it says you guys are creating a positive social movement around the world to spread hope, joy, gratitude, love. I mean, it's awesome.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
And there's so many different interpretations that you could take of this. Like, this is actually a good sign, like a solid sign.
Yeah.
Or,
it's a good quality sign.
The story in my head is every time I look at it, I get this little feeling of okay, it's like a reboot of, okay, this is a good sign, whether you're taking some kind of, I don't know, stress in your life or some kind of thing where you got to make an opportunity out of a shitty situation, right? Like, well, this is a good sign, as opposed to thinking negatively on it or stressing on it. So
Flip
it's
the
like
script,
multiple
man. There
meanings.
you go.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and this is what we need in the world. More of this, and things that are positive reminders and ways to lift people up and encourage them. Um, in a just a real world, every way, every day applicable kind of way. Something that you can physically have and do to kind of do your little part as you see it, and whatever this sign means to you is what it means to you, and so that's kind of the way I created it and left it. We stay away from partisan things, one side versus the other. We kind of try to just support everybody. So that's the way I wanted to keep it. I didn't want to polarize it and make it be something or be one thing. But I think everybody, in their heart of hearts, they know what this is. It's like a big smiley face, basically.
Yeah, I agree. It's almost better than a smiley. But wait, I think there's a smiley on the back, right?
Oh, you have an old school one. # be smiley. That's my friend.
Like I said,
that's the real Smiley brand. So do you know that's an actual brand over in London or England, actually?
Is it?
Yeah, my friend Nico Lufrani, his dad, Franklin Lufrani, is the guy who started the Smiley brand in the 70s during the Vietnam War.
Wow.
All he saw in the newspaper were bad stories about gore and, killing and war and all this horrible stuff. So he wanted a way to give people a way to identify positive stories in the newspaper. So he started putting a little smiley face next to the positive news stories. Next thing you know, he birthed Smiley, and people were coming to him to actually use it on their products after that. And now they license little Smiley out to the tune of about 800 million per year, I think.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I got one of the OG ones. That's how you know.
You got one of the that was in 2016, I believe. They sponsored us, or we did a co-promotion, which we still do. We'll get a business on board. Like recently, Keller Williams' agent up in Lansing, Michigan, had her little sign, just like you, that she kept for 7 or 8 years in a book. And she, out of the blue, one day emailed me and goes, "Do you have a promotion where I can get a lot of these and promote my own business?" I was like, "Absolutely, we do. Tell me the details. What do you do?" Qualifying businesses, typically, as long as they're doing something good in the world, they can utilize the sign as a promotion, and it has a double effect. It has the effect of getting more good signs out, and it also helps the small business. So,
someone handed me this literally at a music festival, but I also have a business card that says, "Hey, you're pretty fucking awesome. Keep that shit up." And it says from a passerby. But these are the two cool things that I've gotten in my life where I feel like now I need to get more good signs and pass them out anytime I feel the need to give it to someone.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's why we're giving them for free. I mean, like I said, you got to pay your own shipping, but actually, I lose money on the shipping, so it's like it's a wash. And I'm doing the stickers. Stickers are pretty much a little bit above cost, and then you got to do a shipping on those. Those are the only things we're not really giving away for free. That and our big old flagship model, the 18-inch sign here.
I need to get me one of those.
These are only $5 right now.
Oh,
that's at cost. Yeah, that's at cost, and the shipping is a little high at $19, but that's actually around what it ends up costing me, shipping and handling. So I'm doing everything at cost or just slightly above cost here for 2020, and probably keep that rolling into 2021. And like I said, our main product right now is, besides our main goal and our vision of spreading happiness and encouragement to the world, is this main product of, hey, now you can have a backpack full of these wherever you go, and just boom, you're a good sign.
It's like a business
card. It's kind of like the "You Are Beautiful" movement, if you're familiar. Another thing where they do these awesome stickers and they pass out cards. "You are beautiful." it's a confirmation, kind of an affirmation. I consider it for myself to be an affirmation, a reminder of gratitude, or to be thankful, you know, think about kind of, that's what it does for me personally. It brings me to a place where it reminds me to think of something that I'm grateful for, which I have so much to be thankful for right now. I won't even go into all the deep, dark, gory stuff that I've been through the past few years, but we'll save that for another one.
You're still with us, man.
Yeah, man.
My favorite
It's
word.
awesome.
My favorite word in the English dictionary, I guess, in general, is just perseverance. Because up until even this point, right, we've overcome everything that we've ever been through. I mean, we might still be dealing with some stuff, but you're still here. You persevered through it.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
And I think that a good thing to remember, especially for young people, and something that I had to come to learn over time, was that you got through it last time. You know, you got whatever it is you're going through right now that seems like the sky is falling. You got through it last time, you know?
Yep.
And this is another thing that the good sign kind of brings, as it just, there's like multiple reminders for me in it, as the founder, and you know, sitting with it day in and day out and trying to promote it. So there's definitely multiple meanings in it for me, and I'm sure many others too. It's kind of funny. A guy emailed me. He did a huge order of like 300 signs and 2 large signs, and I was like, oh, this is great. You know, I'm actually going to reach out to him via email and just, how you doing? Want to make sure you got your order properly, and you know, where'd you come from? And the story actually is, a friend of mine became his wife through how they met at a festival when she was carrying a good sign. They've been together for like 6-7 years now, and yeah, I know, right? And he actually told me that they've gone to like 50 festivals together as a couple since that meeting, and they've always carried their good signs. And I'm just like, man, what, you know, truly amazing. I had a point, but I completely forgot it. So.
No, well, the thing is, you know, what I was saying earlier, how it's an opportunity to look for the good in something, right? Instead of just stressing and beating yourself up over whatever's going on. That's pretty cool, because it's a little reminder for them. You know, it's got numerous meanings. So that's pretty cool. You probably didn't even think that it would be like this when you actually thought about it or designed it.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, well, one of the first things I found out was that when we went out and handed people signs on the street, they would always ask us, what does it mean? What does this mean? What is it for? What does it mean? And I would just tell them, what does it mean to you? Or I would ask them another question, what does it mean to you? And they would say, oh, the sun is shining, you know, I'm above ground, it's another day. All these positive reflections that were just kind of organic and gratitude based. And early on, I did have an idea, and the little team that we had together out on the street passing out signs at that point, like the first 3 or 4 people, we started to see something, we witnessed something amazing start to happen. And that's kind of, we knew, and I knew this was going to be something impactful.
Yeah.
So that was exciting.
That's awesome.
That was really exciting.
What are you up to nowadays? What are you working on?
I'm out in San Diego, California. We started the Free Sign Initiative a couple months ago, and then launched that October 1st. Since then, we've been getting a lot of orders, and
awesome.
Just getting out the free good signs. Again, this is a goodsign.com. Free good signs, just shameless plugs after plug after plug.
Yes,
There's
sir.
no shame in the good. There's no shame in the good sign game, man.
No, I don't think so.
There can't be. Cool.
So yeah, obviously we're both big in the music scene. What's your favorite genre, and do you play? I think you do.
Yeah, I play and produce music. Electronics, probably my favorite right now. We've had a huge following come on board from Anjuna Beats and Anjuna Deep through one of our most prolific brand ambassadors, Team Good Sign members, whatever we call them. Marjorie Sanchez, she's just taken the Good Sign and ran with it in that whole circle, and basically helped us to go more international. So, you know, I love EDM personally. I have a SoundCloud under Eric Dennis, where I've actually, in the past week, I've probably produced 5 songs, and I put them up there. And those are, for the first time in my life, those are the songs that are more mellow. These are like my first mellow, chill, like down tempo songs. And before that, it was kind of very frenetic and like, you know, just crazy, like party music or dance music, whatever you want to call it. But I've
Yeah.
been making it I've been making it electronically. I also play bass, and yeah, I just think
Cool.
music is good for the soul and
Yeah.
the spirit. And actually, the last song that I made after talking to you, the last song that I made, you helped to inspire,
Good.
talking about how music can be healing and having that as a subject for a partial subject for our podcast here. So one of the lines in the song is music helps your spirit, I think it says. Music
It
helps your
does.
spirit. You know, it's a sample, female voice sample singer, and it just I've been just mixing samples together and making these tunes. And I don't know, like I said, under at SoundCloud.com under Eric Dennis, and you can find them because you'll see you'll see the good sign as the logo, and if it doesn't have that, it's probably not my track.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. I appreciate that little shout out. I mean, I'm here to inspire people. I mean,
How
briefly
about
with mine because you've got a ton of followers, but I created Open to Everything. I went through a health scare, and then I realized, oh man, I'm actually the only person that can bring self-love and peace and harmony into my life. So I'm going to be open to these things, you know, reaching out to you, reaching out to influencers, reaching out to fitness people, reaching out to other podcasters. I'm wanting to consume myself with good information, good science, self-growth,
absolutely?
you know? So
Well, I
that's kind
appreciate
of a
you,
little bit of
man.
my story.
I really appreciate you. Do you do music as well? You make any kind of
I play the
music or?
saxophone a little bit. Yeah, I play the
Wow. Okay.
saxophone a little bit. Only
That
Outcast
is
songs.
that is a
I'm
great
thinking about
instrument.
doing the opening to my podcast as So Fresh and So Clean Clean. Just me playing it. We'll see.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Maybe a future collaboration there. Who knows? But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking for collaborations from like different music producers and musicians, people who play whatever. I want to start like a good signed band and actually produce some tracks and play some actual live instruments on it instead of just purely electronic. But we'll probably mix some of that in too, and maybe do a tour. So you never
I'm
know.
glad I sparked something in you. That's awesome. That's all I can
Yeah,
ask.
you did that one song. I think I called it "Chill Beats in the Spirit" or something like that. It had a reflection of that one line in the title, but it's the last track that I made. Yeah, you inspired that thought to do a just a really chill song and also talk about how music kind of helps people to heal and you know is good for the spirit.
Awesome.
So I think that was the part that inspired, man. So thank you for that.
You're welcome, man. Appreciate you even being on here. We have one comment. What does it say? What's the main reason you started This Is a Good Sign? I think you said that earlier, but
Oh, great. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I see it as a countermeasure. If we want to get right down to the point of the good sign being in existence, it's as a countermeasure to negative stimuli, whether it's you know in any form of media, basically, or in the world in general. Just negative stimuli. It's all around us, and I just got sick of it. I got really fed up with TV and seeing things and patterns again. I was recognizing patterns and seeing signs of things that weren't good for people. I felt like things that weren't healthy for people. So I said, I'm going to create something, and this is what came out of it.
so do you think there's a shift in consciousness going out in the world right now, especially with all the negative media and everything that's going on?
Yeah, I think that 2020, I said it right after New Year's, I said it that it's going to be a year where people see more clearly, you know, 2020, the whole vision.
You know, it was
Vision
corny
angle.
going into 2020. I was saying this is the year of, you know, perfect vision, clear vision. But I think
Yeah, you said it too? Oh, wow, cool.
I said it in my head.
Yeah, okay. I
But
said
we
it
can
out loud.
hopefully see clearly. I mean, that depends on whether you think this is a good sign or not. Are you taking the opportunity to better yourself, spread love, spread awareness, reaching out to people that need help, reaching out to your friends, your family? I mean, I've lost a couple people to, you know, the S word this year, and I mean, it's a hard toll. So one of my actual things I'm doing for the rest of the year is I'm going to reach out to someone new every single day if I haven't talked to them in a couple of years, couple months, just to say, hey, what's up? How's it going? You doing good?
Nice.
Again,
Sorry
I want
to hear that.
to give that energy out there. I want to be able to inspire people. I want to be able to lift people's, and make them believe that they can do whatever they want. And again, it's all mindset. That's my whole podcast is elevating your mindset,
awesome.
shifting the perspective. So,
what's your website? Do you have a website, or you go through strictly through Instagram, or?
No, I'm open to everything on Spotify. I got a YouTube. I've got on SoundCloud. I'm on Google Podcasts, Instagram, Facebook.
So thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I followed you back. Yeah.
Of course.
That's awesome, man.
Spreading the love.
Open to everything. All one word, open to everything.
Open to everything. Yep. Well, it's 3 words, but obviously, Facebook.com/ everything. But Spotify, you can just type it in. And I'm fairly new, but at the same time, I think I have something here, and I'm going to keep rolling with it. So we'll see. The more I get people like you on, or the more I get people that have something good to say, and it's more of like a positive outlet, a positive channel, then the sky's the limit, in my opinion.
Right on. Hey, Blake, thanks for tuning in too. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got a little comment there. I guess he got his answer about why we do it. So any more questions from the Team Good Sign out there on our Instagram? Fire away. Any more questions to us? We're happy to answer.
For sure.
And again, just very thankful for Eric here and his platform, podcast Open to Everything, for helping us out and kind of inspiring me to get on this this technological train and utilize this podcast platforms and buy ring lights and cameras and stands.
You got it, buddy.
Do it right. One of the things I've been seeing this year
Did you end up recording this?
A lot of people. Yeah. What's that?
Did you end up recording this?
I'm recording right now, so I can capture this whole thing. Yeah, right at the end of it, I'll have an option to download it. But one of the things I've been noticing as a trend this year is people who believe in a cause or have previously been involved with Good Signs have come out in support of the things that they love and believe in more strongly as a result of the issues of our day here. So I think that's a real positive we can take out of this year, is that people are jumping on with more force and more zeal behind the causes that they support and believe in. So I think that that's an awesome sign.
Awesome. Hey, man, I appreciate you, dude.
Hey, same here. Likewise. Appreciate you.
Right on, buddy.
Any other questions about the forming of the Good Sign, or any of our current promotions, or any way we can help you guys out to grow your platform there?
Not right now, man. I mean, maybe we'll have you on in the future, or we'll keep in touch. That's being able to do this too. Like, we're live, right? We never met each other, but maybe that'll spark someone's interest to do that for themselves, to someone they've wanted to reach out to. They want to get a tattoo of something. They don't know how to do this, or they want to form new business elsewhere. It's really just about asking. It's putting yourself out there,
Good suggestion for one.
Oh, you got you. Yeah, there you go.
Got the ink on. Yeah, about 7 years old.
Really?
Yeah, it's still bright.
Cool.
Still bright. Looks cartoony. Everyone always accuses me. They come up and they try to scratch it, and they're like, "That's not real."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Oh, so my point from the previous story about the email and checking in on that customer who made the big order for all the free signs at thisisagoodsign.com. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. The point was that he opened everything, and he, like I said, with his wife that he met while she was carrying a good sign at a festival. They remained a couple to this day, thankfully, and they're married. 50 festivals he did, I think he said, carrying the sign. So that at that point, most people who meet him think that he's the originator of the good sign movement. And he actually has to go out of his way to say, no, I'm not the guy, because they'll call him good sign guy, good sign man, and they'll just, hey, good sign guy. And that's how people refer to a lot of the people who carry the signs out there on Team Good Sign, if they're, really outgoing with their sign. So he says, hey, I have to go and explain to them that you're the one who started it, and I just carry the signs because I love the way it makes people feel, love the way it makes me feel. The person who carries it, it helps everybody. And I was just having this great back and forth with him about that, and it's funny, that happens a lot. So it's a kind of a little anecdote about a unique property of this movement is that, all these folks carry the sign and give away the sign. So like you said, the person who handed you the sign, you just kind of assumed they were probably the founder. Yeah, because nobody really knows, nobody knows. Yeah, I don't actively try to seek leadership type roles. I guess I'm kind of more of a, not an introvert, but more toward that side of things, to where I don't seek that attention. I just try to do my good and follow spirit and see where it leads. So
this will probably be in most of my videos. It's just going to be in the background. I don't know if you can see, I've got get naked, think outside the box, be you, play and work and play. I've got a bunch.
Nice. Yeah, you have far more posters on your wall there than I do, for sure, man. I just got.
We're putting this up next to Get Naked.
And I don't know if you can. There you go. Sure. And I don't know if you can see my little sign right there, but it's backwards, but it says "I am thankful."
Awesome. Yeah.
A little reminder, right next to the good sign.
We gotta be. I've got a big dry erase board on my wall. I put it. It's like 3 foot by 3 foot, but I got all my affirmations on there.
Right.
That's another good thing is, like, affirmations are present tense, right? I am loving. I am loved. I am lovable. I forgive myself, and I'm in the process of becoming the best version of myself.
Right on.
I am worthy of getting everything that I want in life. So,
yes, you are. Yes,
by seeing that every single day, or yours, I'm grateful. I'm thankful. You got to be, because again, we're still here.
Affirmations, especially with regards to self-love and things, are so powerful. I mean, I said they have the ability to transform. If you stick with them. So.
Right.
Yeah, it's powerful stuff, man. So why do you? So you explained you had a health scare and you got into the podcast, and this is your first time doing podcast with Open to Everything, and
my first one was in February, so it was pre-COVID, pre-shutdown,
yep.
And when shutdown happened, I actually made a good amount of money in the past. So when we were shutting down and I kind of lost my job, I started partying really hard, like 4 or 5 days a week. And
I think that was common. Yeah, I think there was a lot of that going around.
I was seeking vacation and validation in the wrong areas. And eventually, I had a health scare. I got diagnosed with stage 3 kidney disease. And to make a long, drawn-out story, I cold turkeyed everything. Came sober, didn't have any caffeine in me, hydrated, 80 ounces of water every single day. Started doing some Wim Hof breath work. I don't know if you know who that is. Cold plunges, so cold therapy. And after 22 days, I came back with really good kidney results. So I don't know if it was a misdiagnosis. I don't know if I had something to do with reversing it. I'm not going to claim that. But at the same time, the health scare rewired my brain, like I said earlier, to say I'm the only person that can make me happy. I've got to start, seeking out self-love. I got to start doing the things that make me happy. And when you think that you're going to, I hate using the word die, but like you think you're going to die within 5-10 years, reshifted my perspective. So I started reaching out to a lot of people. I started saying, apologizing, started putting my pride to the side and becoming a better person. So essentially the kidney scare was a good sign. It made me find a lot of gratitude, a lot of opportunity. And ever since then, I've been on the ball, reaching out to plenty of people and just starting this platform. I mean, the scariest thing for me is being vulnerable, right? Doing this. And then you having all these haters or the naysayers or the criticizers. And at the same time, like maybe that's another form of, I don't know, mental perseverance, where it's like, well, I'm doing what I love to do, and I'm spreading love, joy, gratitude, openness.
Yeah,
If you're
sharing your
upset about
story.
that, then that's not my problem. So
Yeah, you're always going to have haters. That's part of any kind of success or volume of people following, whatever you want to call it, community. Just, there's going to be friction in community, unfortunately, just because of different outlooks.
yeah,
But
well,
like I said, you can always flip it. You can flip that outlook. Even if some people would, look at that kind of a health struggle or a scare as a really scary thing and something maybe they don't want to deal with, but instead you took it and flipped it and made it into a good sign for your life, and you experienced, sounds like, a lot of growth from it, and not only healing, but that's a beautiful thing, man. And I can empathize with that because I recently went through not just a health scare, but a very serious health battle where at the beginning of 2019, I was given 6 months to live. Um, and I've been battling for 2 years now with some very heavy treatments and things to make that leave myself, thankfully, and it has. So that's my good sign right now, is that I'm alive, and I've gone through that scary stuff and come out on the other side stronger. So that not to get into too much of the details of all that and bring people down, but yeah, there is healing and not healing, but growth. There's such an opportunity for growth and struggle and health scares and things like that, and going through a healing process. So yeah, I definitely
have you
share
heard
that
of
with
this book? You Are the
you.
Placebo,
No, cool. Sounds
by
great.
Dr. Joe Dispenza, but it talks about, like, I mean, our situations probably are a little different because they're actually happening in our body, but people are more susceptible to get the flu because it's flu season. It's cold. Hey, did you get your flu shot? Right? We're starting to implant these things in our head, and then you end up with the flu.
Mm,
So it's a placebo effect. And it talks about the nocebo effect, where you talk, good things that turn out not so good. But a lot of content in this book is how people have convinced themselves of something when they don't even have it. Does that make sense?
like
A
kind of a
doctor will say
hypochondria.
something, and then they convince themselves, and then they die of a broken heart or too much stress or all this stuff. And
Mm,
we actually have the power to overcome that. It's an interesting read. I'm only on chapter 2, but like, I'd
okay,
highly suggest it for those people that are looking for, a different perspective on mindset altogether. So if you carry the
great.
poor me on every single day over time forever, that's tough to reverse. But you can start right now
Mm,
believing that you are in control of this. Or, I mean, I don't know. I can't quote Dr. Joe Dispenza, but it's some good stuff.
yeah, I can quote I think an Eastern philosophy teacher that paraphrasing said that self-pity is the worst form of human poverty. I believe that. So,
I think like 80% is caused by 4 diseases. We got diabetes, heart disease, Parkinson, no, Alzheimer's, and cancer. And all of those diseases are caused by dis-ease, which is inflammation,
exactly.
stress,
Mm,
cortisol,
hmm.
constantly. I to be honest, I think I get my news from social media. That's pretty horrible to say, but at the same time, like, I don't turn on the TV. I don't. I think
That's a
I've
good thing.
logged in like 20 hours of TV in 2020 because I'm constantly just trying to
All
learn. I'm
right.
trying to fill myself up with positivity, goodness.
Nice.
Law,
We got a little
law of
question
attraction.
down here from one. Got a question from one of the Team Good Sign, Blake or Blakely. Uh,
Blakely.
yeah, what's next for This Is a Good Sign movement? Well, right now for 2020, we've been doing free good signs because we want to get this message out there. So all these signs are free. This is a
Get
good
some.
sign.com. Yep, and you can also, if you have a qualifying business, you can get 1,000 of these signs that have on the back, instead of having some promotion for the good sign, they'll have, you see we have a little social media promotion and you want some more free good signs, go here. We can actually put qualifying businesses on the back of these and help small businesses to be able to get traction and grow. Other than that, just spreading out signs. We did 6,000 good signs for free this year already. We're hoping to break 10,000 by the end of the year. And yeah, the new store is up as of October 1st. So that was a pretty big thing. Took a little while to put that together. And yeah, just spreading the love, trying to do more of this interviewing, being open and vulnerable to putting ourselves out here on podcasts like this, and actually bringing in some of the Team Good Sign members, like you, for instance. If you wanted to come and be on a podcast or just talk live, I may come and speak more on the live, and then invite Team Good Sign people to come and just ask questions in the video below, or whatever. We're open to all of it. So open to everything. Back to you, Eric.
I was about to say, what deems a qualifying business? Could it be a qualifying podcast? Could I put a QR code on the back? Could I put, hey, remember, you're fucking awesome. Keep that shit up. This is a good sign.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to keep this. They can transfer that. Like, let's talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, the value that we bring besides the apparent value already in the little good sign, which, spreads smiles, makes people happy. But the other good thing about these for businesses is that people typically don't throw them away. So therefore, your message on the back or your promotion for a podcast, anything, basically, it's got to be something positive. So business has to be doing something positive in the world, social benefit, or some kind of cause-based initiative where they're donating a portion of the proceeds to some good cause. They've got to be doing something. It can't just be like Joe's Pizza Shack, 10% off or something like that. It can't just be any business, if it's a worthwhile, like a self-help book, or if somebody's launching a really cool app to help people at music festivals, or maybe to organize their festival season, or, whatever. It needs to be relevant and beneficial.
That's awesome.
What qualifies.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And I think that apps can really see a good benefit, especially when an app is trying to get early adopters early on and get that traction. They could see a huge benefit from like a 5,000 sign package, which is really reasonable. And then just passing those out and having a QR code and having all those people to be able to download their app right from the sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool. Really cool.
Thanks for the question, Blakely.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
I think I'm all out of questions, my friend.
No worries. I think she took off. But hey, this has been a great video, and now we have a nice piece of media here to share with people. And I'm going to go ahead and save this to IGTV, so it'll be available for the viewers to come back and look at, and probably pin it up to the top of the page there. And thank you again for the invite.
Thank you, my friend. It's good meeting you.
Absolutely. And just thank you again to all the Team Good Sign members out there who keep spreading this message. And another little shameless plug, stickers are back. Only $3.99 plus shipping and free good signs. Boom. This is a goodsign.com. Come get them. Spread love. Spread awareness of good things.
Right on, guys. Be well.
All right.
Talk to you
Appreciate
soon.
it, Eric. Have a good one.